Ethiopia's bold move, floating the birr and what it could mean for the future introduction. On August 8, 2024, Ethiopia embarked on a significant economic transformation by floating its currency, the Ethiopian birr. This decision, which led to an immediate 30% devaluation of the birr against the US dollar, from $1 United States dollar equals 74 Ethiopian birrs to $1 United States dollar equals 113 Ethiopian birrs, marks a pivotal moment in the nation's economic history. The implications of this move are profound, with potential outcomes ranging from economic crisis to remarkable recovery, depending on how the situation is managed. How did this drastic change occur? The decision to float the birr was driven by several pressing economic issues. Ethiopia has been grappling with soaring inflation, chronic foreign currency shortages, and a heavy debt burden. The country's fixed exchange rate system was exacerbating these problems, as the birr's overvaluation made it difficult for Ethiopia to compete in the global market, leading to trade imbalances and a depletion of foreign reserves. The central bank's move to let the market determine the value of the birr was seen as a necessary step to address these distortions and to unlock much-needed financial support from international partners like the International Monetary Fund, IMF, and the World Bank. This reform is part of a broader package aimed at restructuring Ethiopia's debt and stabilizing its economy, Addis Standard, Biz News. Worst-case scenario, could Ethiopia face a crisis like Nigeria? If the situation is mismanaged, Ethiopia could face a scenario similar to Nigeria, where currency devaluation spiraled into hyperinflation and economic instability. In Nigeria, the naira's collapse led to skyrocketing prices for basic goods, widespread poverty, and a collapse of consumer and investor confidence. A similar outcome in Ethiopia would severely impact the urban poor, inflate the cost of living, and strain the country's social fabric. To avoid this, Ethiopia needs to manage inflation carefully, ensure that the devaluation does not lead to uncontrolled price increases, and prevent the economy from becoming overly dependent on imports. Failure to do so could plunge the country into a prolonged economic crisis, exacerbating unemployment and poverty. Best-case scenario, what if Ethiopia comes out on top? On the other hand, if Ethiopia successfully navigates this challenging period, the birr could regain its strength, leading to a more balanced and sustainable economy. For this positive outcome to materialize, several key actions are necessary. Inflation control. The government must implement stringent monetary policies to control inflation. This includes adjusting interest rates and managing the money supply to prevent runaway price increases. Boosting exports. Ethiopia needs to take advantage of the more competitive birr to boost its exports. By increasing foreign exchange earnings, the country can rebuild its reserves and strengthen the birr over time. Attracting foreign investment. A market-driven exchange rate could make Ethiopia more attractive to foreign investors. The government should capitalize on this by creating a favorable business environment, improving infrastructure, and ensuring political stability. Supporting local industries. To reduce reliance on imports and create jobs, Ethiopia must invest in local industries. This includes providing support to small and medium enterprises, SMEs, and fostering innovation and entrepreneurship. Securing international support. Continued support from international financial institutions like the IMF and World Bank is crucial. Ethiopia must work closely with these partners to ensure the successful implementation of economic reforms and to secure the necessary financial assistance. Conclusion: Ethiopia's decision to float the birr is a high-stakes gamble that could either lead to economic recovery or deepen the country's financial woes. The outcome will depend on the government's ability to manage the transition effectively, control inflation, boost exports, attract investment, and support local industries. If these challenges are met, Ethiopia could emerge stronger, with a more resilient and dynamic economy. However, the risks are significant, and failure to address them could result in severe economic hardship, particularly for the country's most vulnerable populations.